we have discussed about uh, what is the definition of health, and how it can be assessed, and what are the indications to assess a individual is belonging to a healthy status or not. Basically, we started discussing the topic introduction to nutrition. Under that, we have discussed the definition of health given by WHO, which says that health is not merely absence of diseases, it also includes, or it also considers or it also makes it mandatory for a person to belong in his or her complete mental and physical well-being. So first, to understand this definition, we need to understand what is physical well-being, and what is mental well-being. That also has been discussed in the last video. And what are the indications, so that we can identify that if this person belongs to the normal health status, or a person is not belonging to a normal health status. Some physiological indications of well-being were color of nail, color of tongue, color of eyes, skin, texture of hair, and some mental indications of mental well-being were ability of a person to cope up with the situation, to give response in respect to a certain stimuli or certain situation, or a sudden change in the environment. So those were indications of these two parameters. In this video, I will continue the discussion, and I will move to the next subheading, which is function of food in maintaining health, which comes under the topic introduction of nutrition only. In our first, let me clear one thing, that food is not the structure or not the component which is maintaining our health. Basically, the nutrients present in food is maintaining our health and keeping all the activities, physiological and mental activities, in a sync. So it is the nutrients which are present in food and performing the functions. Okay, so the first thing, we all have learned in our childhood that the physiological and structural unit of our body is cell. Why? Because all the activities related to our movement, our digestion, our metabolism, our any other activity, hormonal, enzymatic, all are conducted inside the cell and are controlled by cell organelles and cell itself. So, if any machine in our surrounding, if we consider, after working for a prolonged time, they get exhausted. Either they need to be repaired, either they need to be replaced. They may stop working permanently, or it can be a temporary impairment which need to be corrected. Similarly, when a cell is continuously working and performing all the activities being done inside the laboratory called our body or or human system, obviously that also needs, or any system of any animal. So series of chemical reactions, series of mechanical reactions, series of changes are occurring inside the body. All those actions are being conducted by cell. So obviously the cell will exhaust. So the cell will be damaged or will be impaired. So repairment or replacement may be required. So this is one of the basic functions of food is repair, repairing cells or forming new ones. The next function which needs to be focused is development and growth. Supporting development and growth. Nutrients present in food supports development and growth. What is development and growth? We have already learned growth is or development is increase in height and weight and the mass of any structure or of a body. Along beside that, it will not basically growth and development of any animal or any human being will not only consider growth, increase or elevation in height and weight and mass. It will also include development or increase in the efficiency of the organ to perform their functions. Suppose a newborn cannot digest mutton, a newborn cannot digest anything made up with a lot of fat, is cooked with a lot of fat or very complex protein, because their digestive system has just started working, has not been exposed to all the nutrients, all type of food yet. But a person who is in his or her 20s or 30s or 40s can easily digest mutton, because they, with the time and with the time of the life or with the span after which they have reached their adulthood, their all the organs of their body is supposed to be in its utmost active level. That means all the organs are supposed to be perfect in, or at least well functioning. They are supposed to be in a state where they have increased their capacity as much as they could, all the organs. So that is what development is. A person who was 60 kg in his 30 may have reduced the weight to 56 in his 40s. That does not mean the person has not attained growth, because there are other aspects of growth too. So basically nutrients support growth and development of an individual. So supporting growth and development of an individual. Hope you can see all the points I have written on the board. I hope all the lines are visible. Okay. The next function I will explain is protecting our body or immunity. So I am erasing it. The very next important function of food is to provide or to protect the body from diseases. Which also can be termed as providing immunity. What immunity is? Immunity is the ability of our body to combat with diseases, right? So what is immunity? Combat with diseases. Now we all know that our body produces certain structures or compounds in response of the foreign bodies or the virus or the bacteria which are entering our body. Those are called immunological factors. For production of that immunological factors, our body depends on nutrients, and those nutrients come from food. So, food will provide nutrient, and nutrient will help in producing immunological factor. So, that is how nutrient or food is providing our body immunity and protecting our body from different diseases. As much as or as efficient as the immune system of an individual is, the person will be more efficient in combating with the diseases. So, this is the third basic function of a food. Beside this, there are many other secondary functions like maintaining the mental well-being. Okay, the fourth basic function, to provide energy for performing all the activities. Food contains, so providing energy for all activities. Food contains nutrients. And those nutrients are used by the cell for production of ATP. And what is ATP? This is the form of energy available in our body. So, food contains nutrients. Nutrients are used by the cell for production of ATP, and these ATP will help in performing activities, because each cell needs ATP for performing all the activities. So that is the fourth basic function of food. And there are many other secondary functions like maintaining social well-being, social ability of a person to be social. So social well-being, maintenance of social well-being. Maintaining mental well-being. This we have already learned in the last two classes. So these are the functions of food in maintaining health status. In the next video, I will start discussing about, or I will give a little idea of nutrients, and we will categorize them, and then one by one nutrients we will learn, or we will study in details. Thank you. We'll be back in the next video with the next topic.